Welcome to It's English Podcast, where English feels easy, calm, and natural.
Hey there, wonderful people. Welcome back to IT's English Podcast, your warm, friendly corner of the internet where real English meets real life. I'm Mary.
And I'm Brian. And honestly, Mary, can I say something right off the top?
Of course, that's why we're here.
You look suspiciously peaceful today. Like, too calm. Like the calm before a very dramatic storm.
Suspiciously calm. That is not a compliment, Brian.
It might be. So how are you really? And please, please don't say, I'm fine.
Oh, come on. What's wrong with I'm fine? It's short, it's simple, it covers everything.
It covers nothing. I'm fine is the world's most polite lie. So be honest. How is Mary today?
Okay. Honest answer. For about 10 minutes this morning, I wanted to quit absolutely everything.
Everything? Like everything?
Everything. I opened my eyes, looked at my to-do list, looked at my goals, and my brain quietly said, nope, I resign. I quit. Good luck, Mary. Goodbye.
Your brain handed you a resignation letter?
A very polite one. It said, Dear Mary, I am exhausted. Please find a replacement brain. Best wishes, your brain.
That is incredibly relatable, and I think our listeners know that feeling too. You wake up, and before you even get out of bed, you already feel like giving up on the whole day.
Yes, and it's not always the big dramatic things. This morning, I also wanted to quit the gym again.
Again? Hold on, when did you start?
I went once. One time, my whole body was sore for 4 days, and my brain said, great, we exercised, we are officially done with fitness forever. Lifetime achievement unlocked.
One workout equals lifetime membership. I respect that logic, actually.
And I think our listeners feel the same way with English sometimes. You try one difficult grammar lesson, you read one confusing paragraph, and your brain says, that's it. I'm done. I am breaking up with English right now.
You feel like throwing your textbook out the window.
Out the window, into the garden, maybe into a lake. Brian, be honest. When someone says never give up, how does that make you feel?
Honestly, sometimes it makes me feel tired before I even start.
Yes, because never give up can sound like never stop, never rest, never cry, never slow down, just work, just push, just grind, like a machine.
That toxic hustle mindset. The idea that if you rest for even one day, you're lazy, you're falling behind, you're a failure.
And here at It's English, we don't believe in that, not even a little.
So when we say don't give up on yourself, we mean something much quieter, much softer.
There's a beautiful English word for that quieter kind of strength. The word is perseverance.
Perseverance. Say it slowly with us. Perseverance.
Perseverance means you keep going, not fast, not perfectly, but over a long period of time. You keep coming back. Even after hard days, even after bad weeks.
And there's another word I love for this. Resilience.
Resilience. What does resilience mean to you, Brian?
For me, resilience is like a tree in a storm. The wind comes and the tree bends, branches swaying, leaves flying, but the roots hold. And when the storm passes, the tree is still standing.
I love that image. You can bend, you can feel the weight of life, but you don't have to break.
So when we say never give up, we don't mean never rest. We don't mean never feel sad. We mean don't throw your dream in the trash just because this week was hard.
You can rest, you can cry, you can take a full week off and still not give up on yourself.
Let me say that one more time because I think it's important. You can rest and still not give up on yourself. These are not opposites.
So why do we feel like quitting so often? That's our next question.
And the answer might surprise you.
A lot of English learners tell us, I want to give up on English. That must mean I'm lazy. Or, other people can do this, I can't. Maybe I'm just not smart enough.
And I want to say something clearly to everyone who has ever thought that. That story is almost never the real story.
In real life, we all face obstacles. Obstacles are problems, blocks on the road, things that make the journey harder.
For many of our listeners, those obstacles are real and heavy. Exams, money worries, long work hours, health problems, family responsibilities, all of that together.
And on top of the obstacles, we also experience setbacks. A setback is when something goes wrong. You move one step forward, and then something pushes you 2 steps back.
Like you study hard for a test and still fail. That's a setback. Or you finally speak English in public and someone laughs at your accent. That's a painful setback.
When you carry too many obstacles and too many setbacks at the same time, life starts to feel like an uphill battle.
Uphill battle. That's a great expression. Imagine walking up a very steep hill. Not just walking, but carrying a heavy bag on your back. Every single step is hard. You're breathing fast. Your legs are burning.
And when we feel overwhelmed for too long, when everything is just too much, we start to lose heart.
Lose heart means you slowly lose your hope, your motivation, your courage. The light inside starts to dim.
Let me give you a picture of this. Imagine someone named Lila. Lila works a long shift at a hospital. She comes home exhausted. She cooks for her family. She puts her children to bed. Then she sits down to study English at 10 p.m.
And her eyes are already closing before she even opens the book.
She opens it, she closes it. Not because she doesn't care, not because English doesn't matter to her, but because her body and her mind have nothing left.
If you feel like Layla, if you've had a night like that, please hear this. You are not lazy. You are not weak. You are tired, and there is a difference.
And speaking of hitting that wall, Mary, you had a really big moment like that with English, didn't you?
Oh yes, I did. Let me tell you about my English meltdown. Meltdown. That already sounds intense. What happened?
So, a few years ago, I was trying very hard with English. I was watching videos, doing exercises, taking classes, and one day I opened a video that everyone online was saying was super easy and perfect for beginners.
And?
I understood nothing. Not one complete sentence. It felt like the people in the video were speaking in a completely different language. My brain was receiving sounds, but no meaning was arriving.
Like watching television underwater.
Exactly. And then, same day, I got my test results back from class. They were terrible. Not just a little bad. Really, truly terrible.
So double pain. Bad video, bad test, same day.
I felt like I had hit rock bottom with English.
Hit rock bottom. Let's explain that. Rock bottom means the lowest possible point, when you have no energy, no hope, and nothing left in the tank.
And sitting there with my test paper, with that low score, I thought, maybe I am just not a language person. Maybe I should stop. Other people can do this, I cannot. Maybe this just isn't for me.
Were you ready to break up with English completely?
Oh, absolutely. I was ready to write a letter. Dear English, we had some lovely moments together, but I think we both know this relationship has run its course. I wish you well. Goodbye.
So, what actually happened? Did you send that letter?
I did not. What I did first was nothing. I gave myself 2 days off. I didn't touch anything English related. I watched shows in my own language. I ate snacks. I let myself feel genuinely sad about it.
You didn't force a smile. You didn't pretend everything was fine.
No, and I think that's actually important. Allowing yourself to feel the disappointment, really feel it, is not weakness. It's honesty. It's kindness to yourself.
And after those 2 days?
After 2 days, something very small shifted. I asked myself one question. Do I actually want to give up on this? Not, can I do it? Not, am I good enough? Just, do I want to walk away?
And what was the answer?
The answer was no. I didn't want to give up on myself. So I decided to push through, but gently.
Push through. Keep going even when it's hard, but doing it softly, not violently.
I made a tiny plan. Every single day, just 10 minutes of English. One short podcast, one short video. Sometimes I listened to the same thing 3 or 4 times. No pressure, no big goals. Just 10 minutes.
Small, consistent steps. That's perseverance in real life.
Yes, it was slow. It was sometimes boring. But slowly, I started to bounce back.
Bounce back. You recover after something difficult, like a ball that hits the floor. It comes back up.
After a few weeks, English was still hard, but I could finally see a small light at the end of the tunnel.
Light at the end of the tunnel. A small sign of hope. You can't see the exit yet, but you can see the direction.
So, if you feel completely done with English right now, hear this. You can feel like giving up and still come back later. Those 2 things can both be true.
Mary's story is proof of that. She hit rock bottom. She took a rest. She came back with 10 minutes a day. And here she is hosting an English podcast.
And Brian, you had your own big quit moment too, right?
I did, and mine involved snacks.
All right. After everything we've talked about, all the stories, all the feelings, let's get practical. What can you actually do today to not give up on yourself?
We have 3 gentle, realistic tips. These aren't magic tricks. They won't fix everything, but they will help.
Tip 1. Make the battle smaller.
When life feels like an uphill battle, we often make the mistake of looking at the entire hill and trying to climb it all in one day.
We see the full mountain and say, I must reach the top today. And that thought alone is exhausting before we've taken one step.
For me, it's like standing in front of a completely messy room. If I say, I have to clean every single thing in here, I want to lie on the floor and not move.
Same, but if I say, I'll just clean this one shelf, suddenly it feels possible. One shelf. I can do that.
For English, your one shelf might be 5 minutes of listening, 1 page, 1 exercise, 1 short podcast episode. Instead of, I'll study for 3 hours every night, try, today I will listen to English for 10 minutes.
And if you do more than 10 minutes? Wonderful. And if you only do 10 minutes, you still won. You still stayed the course.
I had a student once who told me, English feels like a giant ocean. I don't even want to touch the water. She felt so overwhelmed she couldn't start at all.
What did you tell her?
I said, you don't need to swim the ocean today. Just put your toes in. Just 5 minutes. So every evening, she listened to 1 short English podcast while she brushed her teeth. That was it. 3 minutes, maybe 4.
And what happened?
After a few weeks, she told me, I feel strange if I miss a night now. That tiny habit had grown into something real. The uphill battle had become a daily walk.
So your action today, what is your one shelf? What is your put your toes in moment for English? Choose something very small and do it.
Tip 2. Change the story in your head.
The words we say to ourselves inside our own minds can be more damaging than any test score, more painful than any bad lesson.
Many of our listeners tell us, I'm failing. I'll never be fluent. I'm so bad at this. And that internal story, that soundtrack in your mind, slowly destroys your resilience.
It's like watching a film with sad, heavy music always playing underneath. Even when something good happens on screen, the music makes it feel dark.
I went through that with my studies. My grades weren't even terrible, but my brain kept saying, "You're behind, you're behind, you're behind," on a loop. So I couldn't feel any progress because the story was always negative.
So we need to gently change the soundtrack, not with fake positivity, not with everything is perfect and easy, but with honest, kinder sentences.
Here are some sentences you can try. Instead of "I'm failing," say, "This is a setback, not the end."
Instead of I'm so behind everyone, say I'm on the right track, just moving at my own speed.
Instead of "I'll never get this," say, "I can bounce back from this. I've done it before."
After a bad test, instead of I'm stupid, try okay, this is a setback. I need to adjust how I study. That's it. No big drama.
With speaking, instead of "My English is terrible and everyone is judging me," try "I'm nervous right now, and that's normal." Every try is practice.
These small sentence swaps are like putting a gentle hand on your own shoulder. When you change your inner words, you protect your heart. You give yourself the chance to push through the hard days instead of attacking yourself on top of them.
I still practice this. When my brain says, "You're behind," I say back to it, "No, I'm just moving at my pace."
I talk back to my brain too. Sometimes I literally say out loud, "Relax, we are doing our best today." It sounds a little strange, but it works.
Tip 3. Don't fight alone.
This might be the most important tip.
When you feel overwhelmed, your brain often tells you no one understands what you're going through. You're completely alone in this. But that voice is lying.
I want to share something. A listener once wrote to us and said, "I think I'm the only person in my whole city who struggles with English this much." She felt completely isolated.
And what happened under that video?
Hundreds of comments. Hundreds, all saying, "Me too. Same here. I feel exactly like this." She wasn't alone at all. She was part of a huge, invisible community of people who felt exactly the same.
When you share your struggle, even just a little, you often find your people. You find out you've never been as alone as you thought.
Your person could be a friend, a teacher, a study partner, an online community like this. It's English Family.
I have a friend I message when I feel like giving up on something. I just write, "Today was really hard. Can you remind me why I'm doing this?"
And what does she say?
She says, "You're tired right now. That's different from being finished. Drink some water, sleep, try again tomorrow."
Tired is not finished. I love that. It doesn't solve the whole problem, but it makes the weight feel lighter.
And for me, when I almost quit my course, my teacher's words carried me for weeks. She didn't just check my answers. She looked me in the eyes and said, "You are on the right track, Brian. I believe in you. Stay the course."
I believe in you. 4 words. And sometimes 4 words from the right person can carry you through an entire difficult week.
So maybe today you send one message to someone you trust. It could be, "Hey, I'm struggling with my English lately. Want to practice together?" Or just, "I feel like giving up. Can I talk to you?"
Those words are brave. Asking for help is not weakness. It is one of the bravest things a person can do.
Before we get to our vocab tour, I want to talk about something that I think causes a lot of unnecessary pain.
Yes, because a lot of people think, if I change my plan, it means I failed. If I adjust the goal, it means I gave up.
But that is simply not true.
Sometimes the smartest, most courageous thing you can do is change how you're walking without changing where you want to go.
Here's an example. Let's say your dream is confident, natural English. That's your mountain. Beautiful, important, yours.
And at the start, you decide, I will study 3 full hours every single night after work. Very ambitious plan.
After 4 days, you're exhausted. You stop. Then you feel guilty for stopping. Then you think, see, I can't do it. I'm not strong enough. And you consider quitting the whole thing.
But the dream wasn't the problem. The plan was the problem. The shoes didn't fit the walk.
Exactly. If your shoes hurt on a long walk, you don't say, "I will never walk again." You change the shoes.
Or you slow down. You walk instead of run. Same journey, different pace.
So maybe instead of 3 hours a night, you change to 20 minutes in the morning and 20 in the evening. Same dream, different shape.
Or maybe you've been studying with a heavy grammar textbook, and every time you open it, your soul leaves your body.
Your body is at the table, your mind is on a beach somewhere.
In that case, switch. Try podcasts, try stories, try songs. Try watching shows you love with English subtitles. You are still moving toward the same mountain, just on a path that your brain doesn't hate.
Remember, changing your method is not giving up. Adjusting your timeline is not giving up. Setting a closer short-term goal is not giving up.
Maybe you said, I will reach C2 level in 1 year. Very ambitious. And it's breaking you. You can change that to, first, I'll reach B1, then I'll see. That is not weakness. That is wisdom.
Never give up doesn't mean never change. It means never stop caring about your own growth, your own life, your own dreams, even if the plan has to change 10 times to get there.
And now, our favorite part of every episode, the Calm Word Tour. We'll go through today's key words and expressions slowly and clearly.
Listen, repeat if you want, and remember, you can always come back to this section.
Perseverance. Continuing over a long time, even when things are difficult. Her perseverance with English for 3 years finally paid off.
Resilience. The ability to recover after something hard, like a tree that bends in the wind but doesn't break.
Obstacle. A problem or block that makes progress harder. Money was a big obstacle in her journey.
Setback. When something goes wrong and you move backwards. Failing the test was a setback, but not the end.
Uphill battle. A situation where every step is exhausting and difficult. Learning English while working full-time is an uphill battle.
Lose heart. To slowly lose hope, courage, or motivation. After 3 rejections, she started to lose heart.
Hit rock bottom. To reach the very lowest, most hopeless point. He hit rock bottom before he finally asked for help.
Push through. To keep going despite difficulty, not aggressively, gently, steadily. She pushed through the hard weeks and got better.
Bounce back. To recover after a bad experience. It took time, but she bounced back stronger than before.
Light at the end of the tunnel. A small sign of hope when things are still dark. I couldn't see the finish line, but I could finally see the light.
On the right track. Moving in the correct direction. You might be slow, but you are on the right track.
Stick with it. Stay committed to something even when it's hard. Stick with it. You're closer than you think.
Stay the course. Keep following the same path. Don't give up in the middle. The middle of the journey is always the hardest. Stay the course.
When the going gets tough, the tough get going. Strong people don't quit when things become difficult. They rise up.
Overwhelmed. Feeling that everything is too much at once. She felt overwhelmed with all her responsibilities.
Meltdown. A moment when emotions become too much to handle. I had a complete English meltdown after that test.
And there they are, all the beautiful, important words from today's episode. Don't worry about memorizing all of them right now. Just let them sit with you.
Come back and listen to this section again if you like. Repetition is how we learn.
Before we say goodbye, we want to leave you with something.
English is not just a subject. It's not just a textbook or a test score. For many of our listeners, it's a dream, a door, a way to connect with the world.
And dreams are worth protecting, even on the days when they feel impossible.
You are allowed to feel tired. You are allowed to cry. You are allowed to close the book and rest.
And when you are ready, when you have rested, come back, even for 10 minutes, even for one sentence out loud.
Because that one sentence, that 10 minutes, that is perseverance. That is resilience. That is you not giving up on yourself.
Today's challenge is simple. In the comments below, finish this sentence.
One thing I don't want to give up on is because.
Write it. Share it. Let's build each other up in the comments.
And if today was a hard day, if you almost didn't press play, we're really glad you did.
We'll see you in the next episode. Take care of yourselves.
Stay kind to yourself and keep going.
From all of us at It's English Podcast, goodbye for now.